Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a footpod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a footpod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a footpod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a footpod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, welcome along. It's the Film My Run Video 5K. It is the 12th of February, so I hope you've got your Valentine's cards ready for Sunday. Which reminds me, actually, I need to go shopping tomorrow. We've got 1 minute to go to the start. So this is a 5K race. You don't have to race it if you don't want to. It's all a bit of fun. It's a 5K race. We are in Paris. We have got chat on. Hello Kim Salt, hello Tina Beard. We're watching YouTube chat and Facebook chat and Twitch chat. So if you want to say hello, please do. Tina Beard is very happy today because she has her new treadmill. Lots of people very excited because there are new treadmills arriving from Noble Pro all over Zwift at the moment. So everyone is having Christmas a little bit late with some new treadmills arriving. There's Leo. Getting himself sorted. Kevin is warming up. Kevin Lohner was second place last week. Kevin is warming up. getting ready. We've got 10 seconds to go. Leo is our British hope, and Dan Mapp. Leo and Dan are our British hopes to catch Kevin today. So Kevin is about to go, and we're off. Well, we're off now, so there's no time for warming up anymore. It's the start of the race. Everybody's off. So we've got Dan Mapp, who's gone out hard first, and Leo. Dan and Leo have gone out hard. There are no positions just yet. Because we need to get out of the starting blocks. So it's about 100 metres, 200 metres to get out of the starting blocks. But we've got Leo and somebody called De Langen, I think, as well. Okay, so we don't think we've got De Langen on video, but we've got Dan Mapp, we've got Leo Loughran, and we've got Kevin Lohner. And there we are. Dan Mapp is currently in the lead. So Dan Mapp, we'll find Dan. So that's Leo that you can see on the screen there now. Leo up in Manchester is currently in second. There's Dan Mapp. Okay, so Dan Mapp looks incredibly relaxed, doesn't he? Heart rate of 160 already, though. Victoria says he always looks like he's running in a running shop. Partly because the camera's low down as well. It makes him look very tall, very lanky, long stride length. He looks like he's wearing the Alpha Flies, Nike Alpha Flies there as well on his feet. A nice sturdy treadmill, big industrial looking treadmill there. He is currently out in front, going at about 19 kilometers per hour. So 160 BPM heart rate. So let's go down to second place to Leo. So Leo is up in Manchester. Leo always goes out hard as well. Heart rate only of 146 at the moment, though, so we're expecting Leo's heart rate to fly up. Leo always gets up to about 180 in these races. Leo's cadence is quicker than Dan Mapp's cadence, but Leo probably a little bit shorter. And we don't know what quality Leo's treadmill is, but it looks fairly sturdy there. But very fast, or fastish cadence. Look at that, 194 steps per minute already. So a short stride length and a fast cadence for Leo. But also going at about 19, just under 19 kilometers per hour. So it's the UK first and second. Last week, if you remember, we had a 1-2-3 for the USA. We had Michael Padillo winning it, Kevin Lohner in second place, and who was third? Bobby Ozeran in third. Bobby has just qualified in the last 40, by the way, of the Zwift Academy. So Bobby, from third place from last week, is in the Zwift Academy final 40. So let's go to Kevin Lohner. Kevin's in third at the moment. He's also running at 19 kilometers per hour, looking to catch Leo and Dan in front. There's Kev. A beautiful array of medals there. And he knows he's on. He's giving it the eye. And another nice sturdy treadmill there. You see, that one of the things about running on Zwift, and one of the things about getting fast on Zwift, you are going to have a lot of trouble getting quick on Zwift if you have an old rickety treadmill. If you can afford it, if you can manage it, get yourself a decent treadmill, and it will help you an awful lot. John Shaw says, quick times today, good run all. Well, we've got a bit about, I think it was 17 minutes last week for the win. So Dan, Leo and Kev will be pushing at least 17 minutes today, I would have thought. A couple of weeks ago's winner, Bob de Boer, in fourth position. Bob is from Switzerland, or is in Switzerland, or at least his flag identifies him from Switzerland. Heart rate is quite high already, 176 BPM, running along the Seine now with the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower in the background. On the right-hand side, as you look, we have the Louvre, famous art gallery. There is Bob, looking very comfortable, actually, Is he wearing the Carbon X2s on his feet, I wonder? Because they're bright orange shoes he's got on. It could be the Carbon X. And Bob uses a Techno Gym, which is the same make as my treadmill. But Bob's is a little bit flashier than mine. Bob has got a skill run. He's holding up something that we can't quite see. I hope it's not a jock strap, no. Richie Keeley apologises for not joining us today. He was going to come, but instead Lambriani won the week. So it was either run 5k hard or eat a Lambriani, and the Lambriani was the winner. No worries, Richie. See you next week. Is this Rob Mott we're going to now, or Bob? Oh, Bob has a nice bike on the wall as well. Yeah. I'm sure Bob does triathlon as well. Yeah. Rob Mott, heart rate of 142. Rob is in 5th position at the moment from Canada, wearing a bloody, why did I say a bloody? a red top. I don't know why I was about to say a blood red or something I was going to say. I don't know why. So there's Rob. Let me just get Rob on a larger screen. Oh, there he is. It's automatically done it for me. Look at that. Marin says, good luck, everybody. So there's Rob. Yeah, in his own gym there, look. That looks like a nice little gym he's got going for him there. And again, a nice sturdy-looking treadmill as well. And a good camera position right in front. We like the sideways camera positions. We like the off-the-front camera positions. Really good. Actually, do you know what? From the back is fine as well, to be honest with you. We don't care. Any way we can see you is good. So Rob is in 5th position at the moment. And we're coming up to 1.5 kilometres. Neil Messenger is in 6th position. Neil's a regular with us. Thanks, Rob. Neil is in 6th position. No heart rate for Neil, but there he is. Oh, he's wrapped up nice and warm with his cap on in his garage there and his big jumper on. Is that a Make Humanity Great jumper, Neil? It's a hoodie, isn't it? I think it's a. Is it not a Make? No. Okay, well he's got a hoodie on anyway. So it must be cold in that. It's freezing cold in here. I'm wearing a coat. Although if I was running 5k, I'm not sure I would be wearing a coat. Right, Clive Finnemore is in 7th position. Clive has a heart rate of 168 at the moment, and is running along the same, just about to turn to the underpass. There he is, treadmill, moving nice and swiftly. A kind of even stride length, not too fast, not too slow, about 176 steps per minute, looks like. And he is wearing some New Balance 1080 version 11s there. New Balance 1080 version 11s. Which I think he likes very much. They're very cushioned shoes. We've got the version 10s, so we're hoping that the version 11s are almost as cushioned as that. Philip Trigg says, I only dream of these leaders' speeds. Talking of leaders, let's just nip back up to the front and see how they're going. It does look like Dan is going away from the pack. He's moving at 20 kilometres an hour now. Running up the Rue de Rivoli, he is halfway to the finish, and unless Leo and Kevin put in an almighty effort, Dan is going to win this because he is looking smooth. Heart rate is only 160. I'm not sure. Has his heart rate stuck at all, or is that just what his heart rate is? But he's going. You can see him there, looking smooth, long stride length. Very comfortable. He's going at 20 kilometers per hour. That is my absolute top speed on the treadmill, and I would be flying off the back after more than a couple of 100 meters. Debbie Colville apologizes. She hasn't made it today. Decided on food and wine at home. Come on, Carol Rushworth, she says. Tina Beard is just trying out 12% elevation on her new treadmill in preparation for the Film My Run 500 because she can. Leo Loughran in 2nd place, 2.6 kilometres in. He is 22 seconds behind Dan Mapp. And pushing his heart rate is now 171 steps per minute, is 193, and he is being pushed by Kevin. So Kevin Lohner is catching him, and there is going to be a fight for 2nd place. Leo's going to have to push it a bit harder on his treadmill if he's going to be able to hold off Kevin, who's challenging him for 2nd place now. But Dan Mapp looks like, unless something disastrous happens, Dan is going to be the winner today. Right, let's go back a bit further. Henrik George, have you got Henrik? Right, so Henrik is in 8th position, just running up the Rue de Rivoli. He's about 8 seconds behind Clive Finnemore. They're 2 kilometres in. He's running at 14-ish, 13.8 kilometres per hour. There he is, a bit dark. We can see the screen, but he knows he's on. He's just giving us a wave. So we can see his view of the Zwift screen that he's looking at, and we can just see the top of his treadmill there. Well done, Henrik. Good job, buddy. Heart rate of 152. Looks quite smooth. Looks like he has a fairly quick cadence. 179, 180. Just about perfect, actually, if you go by the science. Or go by what the scientists tell you. 180 is a roundabout perfect cadence. But that's rubbish, to be honest with you. If you go faster, don't you? If you go slower, you go slower. Okay, Steve Smith. Steve Smith is in 10th position. Let's see if we can find Steve Smith. Tina Beer says, I have to say, Noble Pro, awesome machine. Carol Rushworth says, on the audio, all I can hear is Leo's treadmill. Right, there is Steve Smith. Push yourself, it says, on his wall. He's giving us a wave. What T-shirt has he got on there? Looks like a football shirt. Is it Spanish shirt? Something like that? Can't tell. But Steve is wearing a kind of orange sunburst T-shirt in Zwift and a red T-shirt in real life. He is at 2.1 kilometres in 10th position now in the Film My Run video 5K. And talking of Spain, Garcia. Have we got Garcia? We don't think we've got Garcia. It's from Spain in 11th position. Carol Rushworth is in 12th position. She's just hit 2 kilometres up the Rue de Rivoli with the Louvre or the Gardens de Tuileries on the other side of the road, and the shops. Apparently Carol keeps disappearing. We've got the shops of the Rue de Rivoli on one side and the Tuileries Gardens on the other, and Carol is running up the Rue de Rivoli at 2 kilometres done, heart rate of 158 BPM, and Carol is Victoria's having trouble finding her. We've got her, there she is in her usual get-up, eyes close on the camera there, on the screen there, pink in real life, pink on Zwift. Have you got Gayton chasing there? Okay. Oh yes, Gayton. There's Gayton. Okay, so Gayton is in 9th position now. We must have missed Gayton out. Gayton is there. Another nice setup. His Ironman setup. Nice sturdy treadmill. Medals in the background there. And he is a regular from Canada. Well done, Gayton. You've got to catch Rob Mott from Canada up ahead if you're going by country. We've got 2 Canadians with us today. Rob Mott is up ahead and Gayton chasing. Let's go back to the front because we can't be far off now. We've got a kilometre to go for Dan Mapp, who is still running at 20 kilometres an hour. He's 32 seconds ahead of Leo Loughran, so he is going to win unless we have a dropout, which actually we have had before, because Dan's been running with me before and I think he's had a dropout. But fingers crossed, no technical dropouts today. So Dan in first place, Leo Loughran in second place. Right behind him is Kevin Lohner from the USA. So Leo first. There's Leo, still with that high cadence, and heart rate is really getting up there now, 176 BPM. So you really can tell that Leo is working hard. Dan is comfortable. Look at Dan's heart rate, 156. So Leo 176, and Kevin at 4 kilometres now. They are 35 seconds behind Dan Mapp. 1 kilometre to go for these two. They are fighting it out. There's going to be one almighty push at the end to see who wins that. Do we risk going back down the list to see if we can see anyone else? Right, let's go and find Amy Green then. So Amy Green is at 2.5 kilometres, just before halfway, along the Rue de Rivoli. There she is. She's got a different top on again today. Hello, Amy. How are you doing? Always looks nice and comfortable, nice and relaxed. Good luck. And always, as well, if you're going to join the video 5K, think about your lighting. Think about how lit you are so that we can see you. And Amy is always very nicely lit, although we can't see her big teddy bear in the background that we often have. What, does she have a panda? Amy's often got a big panda cuddly bear in the background. Heart rate of 159 for Amy. Steps of 191, so quite high. So Amy's got quite a short stride length and quite a fast cadence, and she worries that makes her a slow runner. It does not in any way make you a slow runner. We know people who've got a very short stride length but a very fast cadence and are very quick runners. Talking of short stride length, or fast cadence rather, here's Leo Loughran, 193 steps per minute. He has got 600 metres to go, but in the lead and going to win the video 5k, the Film My Run video 5k with 300 metres to go is Dan Mapp. Dan is in first place and has been since the off. No one is going to catch him now. 157 beats per minute, so this has been a relatively comfortable run for Dan. How fast can Dan go? How fast can Dan go? Dan has helped me quite a lot recently. A lot of runs I do, Dan joins in and kind of drags me along. And also lets me win, bless his heart. So it's very kind of him. Right, so here comes Dan up to the finish, 200 metres to go, rounding the Arc de Triomphe now. This is where we always finish. Now you'll notice that we can't see a finish line. Each individual runner sees their own finish line. So because we're logged in as me and I'm stood on the start line having not moved, we can't see a finish line. So we just have to kind of guess when they've finished. But that, I think, is that is Dan Mapp, just finished there. 15 minutes, 15:08. Leo Loughran coming in to finish in 15:20, about 15:30 by the time he finishes. He has just beaten, he's held off Kevin Lohner. So Leo coming in to finish 5k in 15 minutes and 30 seconds, just about to hit 15:30 now. So it's just going to be a bit more than that. Kevin is 1 second behind him, pushing him all the way to try and catch him. He's probably got about 20 metres to try and get him. He's not going to get him though. 15 minutes 40 seconds. Kevin Lohner just behind. 15, right, there's so Kevin has just finished and Leo has just finished. 15 minutes 40 seconds. Amazing. That is an awesome time. Dan Mapp, 15 minutes and 8 seconds, says Will B. Blimey. So that was a massive effort. Faster than last week for all three of them. Faster than last week for all three. Well done, Leo. Amazing job. Dan Mapp, fantastic. Amazing work. And Neil Messenger is going to come in fourth if he doesn't mess up. So Neil Messenger is fourth place at the moment. And there he is. He's running at almost 17 kilometres per hour, according to Zwift. Doesn't look like it there, does it? Looks like he's lolling along quite comfortably, but maybe he's working really hard. Rob Mott is 19 seconds behind and should be trying to make an effort to catch. So there's Rob Mott, if we can get on him. So Neil's just waved to us. There's Rob, working hard. Good effort, Rob. A heart rate of 157, so you can push that a bit more, Rob. You've got a little bit more in you than 157 BPM. Let's see you get up into the 60s there, Rob. Push it and try and catch Neil Messenger. You're 20 seconds behind. Bob de Boer, one of our winners from a couple of weeks ago. 177 BPM for Bob de Boer from Switzerland. Yeah, let's have a quick look at Bob again. There's Bob. I'm not sure those are Hoka Carbon X, actually. A good picture of Kipchoge on the wall, I think, as well. Or Kenyan runner. 15.3 kilometres per hour for Bob. Good form, head up, chest out, arms relatively relaxed. Maybe his shoulders are up a bit. He can relax his shoulders a bit, but look at that skill run. What a lovely machine that is. Not wobble or anything on it at 15 kilometres per hour. Beautiful. Rob Harrison says Dan Mapp's PB, according to his website, is 14 minutes 54 for a 5k, and Dan has a 1:10 half marathon. 1 hour 10 minutes for a half marathon. Right, let's go back and see some of the other guys again. Oh, hang on a minute. Neil Messenger's about to finish, sorry. Neil is just coming around the corner, around the bend of the Arc de Triomphe, and he's going to finish in around about 19 minutes, 18, 17 at the moment. So come on, Neil, push it a bit harder. Yeah, he is pushing it to try and get in. and he is going to finish in 18:30, 18:40 maybe. So well done to Neil, with Rob Mott about 20 seconds behind. So let's just go to Rob. So Neil's just about to cross the line. 18:45, 18:50. And Rob Mott. So 18:50, nearly 19 minutes for Neil Messenger. Rob Mott, 19 minutes as well. 19 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's go to Bob DeBoer. Oh, sorry, Gayton Chasen. So Rob Mott, well done to Rob. Good job. Right, Gayton Chasen and Clive Finnimore are having a little battle for 7th and 8th position. So let's have a look at Gayton. There's Gayton. And heart rate is 163 for Gayton, so he's working hard. It says he's in the red zone. Without knowing people's heart rates, I don't know if that really is the red zone or whether he hasn't got his heart rate set correctly. He's going at just under 16 kilometres per hour, Gayton, at the moment. Clive Finnimore is pushing him all the way. Clive has a heart rate of 180. Look at that. 180 BPM. Amazing. Well done, Clive. Well done, Gayton. They've got about 300 metres to go. Do we risk just going down to... have we got Camerata? No. Have we got Schoenfeld? Okay, so Henrik George. Let's just have a look at Henrik George, because Henrik George is pushing it as well. Henrik George is not far behind Clive Finnimore and Gayton Chasen. 200 metres to go for them. 3 seconds to... He's not catching, though, at the moment. He looks like he's settling for 9th place. He's allowing Clive and Gayton to go for it, but Clive has overtaken Gayton and is going for it for 7th place. So it looks like Clive is just going to nab 7th place from Gayton and Henrik George in 9th place. Great job, you guys. Henrik George has got 2 big screens, one for Zwift and one for this live stream. Thank you, Henrik. So Gayton Chasen, and hang on a minute, Gayton Chasen's just overtaken. Oh, now that could have been very close. So we're not sure who got that. We are not sure who got that, and now I've just messed up and I've lost my runners now. Oh no, that's a bit of a disaster. Henrik, there's Henrik. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, I've lost all my runners. I've lost my runners. Where's Steve Smith now? Hang on a minute. Let me get back to me. Right, there we are. Okay, Steve Smith is next. So we don't know who finished first, whether it was Gayton or whether it was Clive Finnimore. Henrik came in next, and this is Steve Smith. Steve Smith has 400 metres to go. Heart rate of 131, so relatively comfortable for Steve. Looks like he's fairly relaxed. And he is moving at about 12.5 to 13 kilometres per hour. 21 minutes 43 on the clock now. Carol Rushworth. Carol's in 12th position with Navratilova behind her. I don't think it's Martina. For some reason, we keep losing Carol's picture. Carol, you keep going dark on us, so we can't see you for some reason. Have we got Navratilova? So we've got Amy Green. So we've got Amy and Carol and Steve Smith. We don't have Schoenfeld? Definitely not. That's a shame. And not Camarata. No. We got anyone else then on the stream? Rob Mott has finished. Yeah, Rob Mott was not far behind. Steve Smith is just coming up to the finish line now. Heart rate of 133. And he is going to finish in 10th place in the video 5K. Well done to Steve rather. Well done to Rob and Gayton Chasen and Henrik George and Clive Finnimore, who all finished around about the same time, around about 21 minutes. And there is Steve Smith just finishing in 10th place in 23 minutes. It'll be about 23 minutes 10 seconds. For Steve Smith. So let's go to Carol Rushworth if we've got her back. So we've got Carol back, and it's gone again. Something funny's going on with Carol's image that we can't see. Sometimes she's there and sometimes she's not. Is she there when you click off onto somebody else? Right, let's just have a look at some people who we haven't seen then. Okay, Amy. Yeah, go to Amy, yeah. All right, Clive's holding up a parrot. An African grey. Clive is holding up his African grey parrot. Kev Lona says, well done to the winners. Thank you, Stephen. No problem. That was really fast, that was, Kev. 15 minutes something for you guys. So here's Kevin. That's all right. Well done, Kev. Good job, buddy. Is that your daughter, Kev? Good job. Anyway, well done. Really fast. Really fast. Yeah, let's have a look at Amy Green. So Amy's in 14th position. And, yeah, right. Amy, I don't think... Can you beat that? An African grey parrot. A live one. We want a live African grey parrot. Clive must have a menagerie in his garden. Or in his one room somewhere. Leo Loughran says, great running, Kevin and Dan and everyone else. If only I had the extra kilometre of speed on my treadmill, I'd have stretched the legs a bit further. So Kev needs a new, Leo needs a new treadmill so he can go faster. Have we got Carol? Right, fingers crossed. Carol is just about to finish. Yeah, Carol's just finishing 5k and she's done. And there, oh, now I've lost everyone again. There's Amy Green, yeah. So Amy Green's just coming round the corner as well. So well done to everybody today. The parrot has gone, apparently, says Ian. Right, put the parrot back on then. Let's have a look. Amy Green's just about to finish. She's got about 200 metres to go. Let's have a look at the parrot. There's our African grey parrot with Clive. Amazing. I think it's an African grey, isn't it, Clive? If my parrot knowledge is correct. Anyone else have any live animals they want to show us? Leo, have you got a live animal you want to show us? Kevin, any live animals you want? Anyone else still on the stream? Well done, Carol. Let's go and have a look at Carol, because bless her, Carol hasn't been on much today. Oh, she's gone black again. What's going on there? Every time we go to Carol, it goes black. Or freezes or something. Right, we don't know what's up with Carol's stream for some reason. Mr. M says it's an ex-parrot. Not sure if it's a Norwegian blue. Yeah, very good point, actually. Very good point. Right, Amy's just rounding the bend. She's just about to finish. There she is. Amy has finished. Well done, Amy. Good job. Nice work. Who else have we still got on the stream then? Just click through a few people. So there is Steve Smith. Well done, Steve. Good job, buddy. There's Neil. Well done, Neil. Congratulations. Leo Loughran. What's Leo got? Right, Leo's showing us something. His dog, hey! Well done, Leo's just showing us his little dog. Brilliant. Thanks, Leo. Fantastic. Ian Matthew says, yes, it is an African grey, yes. TV Guy has also picked up on the Monty Python gag. As long as it's not a dead parrot, of course it could just be sleeping. There's Dan Mapp just chilling out and cooling off. Dan has let us down because he hasn't gone and got a live animal for us. But I suppose we are looking at a live animal right there. There he is waving to us. Cheers, Dan. Well done, buddy. Good win. Amazing time. Amazing. Philip Trigg says, well done, everybody. Zoo included. Kim Sol says, dog! And we're now looking at cycle riders whizzing past. Have we? Right, there's Carol. Finally got Carol back. Give us a wave, Carol, because you haven't been on much today, because you kept, for some reason, something's wrong with your stream. You kept going black on us. So let's just make Carol... Okay, so there's Carol. Well done, Carol. Good job. Thank you, Carol. And Gayton Chasen. What's Gayton Chasen holding up? And they've got a little dog as well. Well done, Gayton. A little Scotty. That looks like a little Yorkshire Terrier, a little Scotty dog. Well done. Right, so, okay. Carol's holding something up as well there for a second, wasn't she? What was Carol holding up? Thank you, Gayton. Amazing work. Gayton's got some lights around the top of his room as well. Right, Carol's laughing at the dog now. Anyone else got their pets? Right, we're going back to Clive again. Clive's got another thing, something else for us. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, headphones. Why are you showing us your headphones? That is not a live animal, Carol. That's not a pet. Your headphones are not a pet. What's she showing us that for? And then, right, oh, we've got a pug. So Clive's got his pug and his parrot out. Amazing. Henrik says, have a nice weekend, everybody. Right, we are done. That is the video 5K over and done with. Always. Oh, no, we're not finished. Right, Dan Map. Okay, what's Dan got for us? Dan's got his Labrador. Well done, Dan. Cheers, buddy. Well, I can assure you that we're not going to go and get our hamster to show you, okay? We'll leave that. We'll leave our hamster. Carol's got her cat now. Cheers, Dan. See you later, buddy. Clive has a pug. Yes, says Kim. No. What are we looking at there? Oh, the cat. Hello, there's the cat. Right, so, okay. Every week is Pet Week on the Film My Run Video 5K. So it's either your cuddly toy pets or your real life animal pets. Until we think of another hilarious theme to have on the Video 5K, that'll do for the next few weeks because we always love looking at your pets. Bob DeBoer says, I will not train with a mask the day before the race. So Bob obviously felt it today. Video 5K with pet show, says Kim. Yeah, absolutely. Right, we are done. Thank you very much, Carol. Thank you, everyone who took part today. Next week, Mr. M says the pets have to run on the treadmills instead of you guys. So that's Mr. M's idea for next week. Thank you very much for taking part, everybody. Absolutely tremendous. Well done, all. Carol, I'm sorry we didn't have a lot of you on the screen. For some reason, there was a slight technical hitch with your feed, but I think your cats had plenty of limelight today. So we will see you all next week for next week's Video 5K. There is a little bit of a competition developing with the Brits and the Americans. Last week it was 1, 2, 3 for the Americans. This week it was 1, 2 for Brits with Kevin in third for the USA. So let's see if we can keep that going. Anyone you know who's fast? I was hoping Rob Davies might join us this week, but we didn't see him. He's quick. So if you know anyone who's quick, let's get some quick runners up on video and on the Video 5K next Friday. Marin says, such cute animals. Bob DeBorg says, great, we have a husky next week, Bob. Next week, get your husky out and we'll have pet time again at the end. Clive says, thanks very much, Stephen and Victoria. Right, guys, we're off. Thank you very much for taking part. Absolutely brilliant. Take care, Amy. We'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.